sick of Harry. Royal family breaks silence on Duke's Potshots after latest Bombshell interview. The royal family is sick of Prince Harry's Potshots at the firm, a royal commentator has implied, after his latest TV interview where he said he wanted to protect the Queen. According to royal commentator Rebecca English, the royal family is said to be wearied by the drama surrounding Prince Harry earlier this week. But she said that all three royal households were united yesterday in determination not to be dragged into a public slanging match. She continued, "They believe it is pointless and undignified and want to help keep lines of communication open with him for his grandmother's sake." Charles is said by some to be weary of the constant wranglings but buoyed by the fact he got to see his son last week. Clarence House said it would not be drawn into commenting on a private meeting, but one source said Charles and Camilla had appeared pleased after getting to see Harry and Meghan at Windsor. This came after Prince Harry explained his reasoning for returning to the UK in a bombshell interview with NBC's Today programme earlier this week. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex had returned to the UK on a surprise visit, ahead of their appearance at the Invictus Games. They visited the Queen at Windsor Castle, also meeting briefly with Prince Charles. Speaking about the trip, Harry said, "I'm just making sure that she's, protected and got the right people around her." The Duke did not elaborate on who he was referring to, leaving it up to speculation. But speaking about his meeting with the Queen, Prince Harry also said, "She's always got a great sense of humour with me." He added, "It was really nice to catch up with her." Ms. English's comments, written for the Daily Mail, come after Prince William and Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, were nearly drawn into the row when asked about it on an official engagement. During a trip to the Disasters Emergency Committee in London, a reporter shouted, "Sir, does the Queen need protecting?" The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge did not respond to the question, instead getting into their car and being driven away. Senior royals and palace staff will once again have their heads in their hands over Harry's willingness to discuss private family conversations at will. His latest foray into the royal family's affairs throws up more twists and turns than a Netflix blockbuster, and who's to say this isn't one? Fresh from his audience with the Queen after jetting in from his Californian mansion, Harry's extraordinary claims that he was making sure that she's protected and got the right people around her would be all-out laughable if they weren't so crass and offensive. Playing up to the dutiful grandson narrative may have worked in a time before Instagram bombshells and Oprah Winfrey interviews, but there will undoubtedly be members of his own family who find Harry's words deeply offensive. Prince Charles and Prince William, along with other notable allies, are doing all they can to make sure the Queen and the monarchy are in good hands after such tumultuous times of late. For Harry's part, he chose to abandon his duty in favor of earning millions of dollars as a private citizen, yet feels it's his business to interfere in family matters while living on the other side of the world and broadcasting it to the American media. But what really is the motivation behind Harry's choice of words? Who are these comments aimed at exactly? Is he referring to dedicated palace staff, many who have worked selflessly by the Queen's side for decades, or is there a deeper, more sinister meaning by way of a direct attack on his father and brother? In the interview, Harry bemoaned how his choice of words would become a thing when declaring how the United States feels like his home. How can he therefore be surprised at all when much is made over how he has chosen to present himself as a savior of royal relations when he has done so much to sour them in recent times?